Take a walk with me, I'm on the ranch. Take a walk with me. Watch Raven and Prissy dance in the breeze. Tune clucking and Oscar's cock-a-doodle-doo-doos just for you. Lucky and Lucy gobbling as they do. Take a walk with me on the ranch. Take a walk with me.
Well, hello. It's been a while. A week and a half. And before I explain anything, why I have not been on in a week and a half, I got to go feed these horses. Because I have been, let's just say, curled up in a ball. And not mentally, but physically. There is definitely something wrong with my stomach. So let's go let the chickens out. I'm not going to do birthdays today, but if it is your birthday, happy birthday. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I'm also not going to do a positive quote today. Let's see if I don't think Jim already left the chickens out. Because Lucy would be, oh wait, Lucy's locked in. Forgot about that. Yes, he already let the chickens out. Dally and Pumpkin were really picking on Lucy yesterday. And while I was feeding them and making sure they had water, all the chickens were out here in the chicken coop. And Lucky and Lucy. Yeah, Dally, we know you're there. Lucky and Lucy just ended up by themselves in the turkey coop. So I thought I would give Lucy a break. And I left them in there together all night. Leave her alone, Dally. Leave her alone. Oh, wow. We can go take a peek at the baby chicks. We're not so baby anymore. It's been 2 weeks. Are you coming out, sweetie? Come on, you can come out. No, then I'm going by you. Look at how big they are. No, I still have not done their colors yet. But this one right here, that one right there is Lily. I know that. It grows so fast. And the chickens in this incubator should start hatching on Thursday. What are you looking at? No, those are not your babies. Nope. You gotta lay me some more eggs, Lucy. Are you gonna lay me some more eggs so we can have turkey babies? Huh? So everything's going good. So these are this Thursday. These are this Thursday. And these three are the guinea fowl, which are next Thursday. Okay. Now let's go feed the horses. I'm coming, sweet girl. So 2 Wednesdays ago was the last time I was on. All day Thursday, I worked on t-shirts and boot charms and getting everything organized for the Elizabeth that Saturday. I took out the tent, which is called an easy up my butt. I couldn't do it. I lost my breath. Make it a little higher. I could not get the easy up tent up by myself. Oh, I gotta open this bale of hay. Dang it. So Jim said he would come with me. There we go. He would come with me and help me get the easy up tent up. Now let me feed the horses and I'll finish from there. I'm just gonna open this bale here because I can't move it. This bale of hay got knocked off the cargo tray. That's what you call that thing on my car, a cargo tray. I got 4 bales. I carried one into the hay room and the other 3 just got pushed off because I couldn't carry them. Okay, so I was out in the classroom, I think until 1 a.m. on Thursday. So I came in, I slept 5 hours, and I went back out. Making the t-shirts is easy, except after you get the vinyl through the Cricut, you have to do what they call weeding. And you have to take this little tool with a point, and you have to pick off all the vinyl that you don't want on the t-shirt. That's what takes the most time. So, got up Friday morning. I was out there all day. It's a little windy, but I gotta put this umbrella up. Okay. So I was out there all day Friday. Friday night at 9 o'clock, I came in, took a shower, put my makeup on, dried and curled my hair, went back out in the classroom. I had sent Jim the only thing that I received from Elizabeth. Setup started at 6:45 a.m. and you had to be all set up by 8:30. So at 10 after 6, I had the car all loaded, and Jim was just going to follow me in his car, and then he wasn't going to stay all day. So at 10 after 6, I pull up in front of Jim's house and I text him, "Are you up?" And I'm sitting there and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and nothing. Well, at that point, it was like, I don't know, 6:35. And I thought, you know what? Better go to the bathroom one more time before we go. Came in, looked at my text. He still hadn't answered. I was going to give him like 10 more minutes before I called. And I dozed off in the chair. I woke up at like, I don't know, 5 minutes to 8, 10 minutes to 8, something like that. And he texted back and he said, yes, at 7:45. At that point, it was just too late to even go. There's no way I was going to get set up. By the time we got there, it'd be like a 20-minute drive. It'd be almost like 10 after, 8:15, and I would have 15 minutes to set everything up. Yeah, that wasn't going to happen. But I will be ready for the smoking showdown. So then, last week, I don't even know if I posted anything. I think, yes, I did. When last week was just so wet and the hail was crazy. I mean, it was constant hail. Well, luckily, the week before, I think it was, or 2 weeks before, Jim had put that really wide weatherproofing tape that he bought on my 2 skylights that had holes in them from the previous, 2 previous hailstorms. Because we had a hailstorm, broke the skylights, then I forgot about it, and it poured rain and my bed was soaked. So was my kitchen floor. But anyway, that tape, the sun still shines through it. So I think when I get my new skylights, I'm just going to put that tape on them anyway, because they won't survive another hailstorm out here. So all week, it was horrible. Dr. John was coming Tuesday for the girls' shots. No, I did not take any video of it. But Prissy, I couldn't believe, she was excellent. She didn't move. She was excellent that day. I wish I would have took video. So Sunday, yeah, it was Sunday. Sunday, I was out here all day. I pushed 90%, 80% of the muck in the North Pen over here, out to the East Pen over there to harrow it in. I did not get to do the South Pen here. And here comes a big black cloud. So I did harrow the East Pen, most of it. And as you can see, I still didn't get into the round pen. That's going to be today's job. So I pushed 80% of that muck out into the East Pen, harrowed it all in. Here comes a big black cloud. I put everything away, hoping it would pass, because I looked at the weather and we were just supposed to get like a shower. I come in, if we didn't have the worst hailstorm yet, everything I did was ruined. It was such a waste of gas. Now this week, it's going to be in the 80s. It's been in the 80s like the last 2 days. I had to put the air conditioner on in the RV because it got up to 91 yesterday, and I didn't want to roast my cats, so I broke down and put the air conditioner on. When I came out, the tomato cloth that Jim had, my plants are still okay, and I'm gonna do a brave thing, and I'm gonna take it off today. But I gotta water my plants now. But they're okay. I think Jim lost all but 2 tomato plants of his. See, mine are okay. So I'm gonna take this off today, but I'm just gonna put it in the back, neatly in the back, in case I have to run out and pull it over. Now, I had these 2 ready to put seeds in. Yeah, that's not happening. This one, well, these 2, that's how bad and big the hail was. Those over there, ruined. So I still haven't planted my tree seeds. I have cherry and peach and apricot and plum. Haven't planted those yet. Haven't planted any beans or peas or squash or nothing. Don't even know if I'm going to. Oh, and also, if you see this pole right here, laying there, borrowed that from my neighbor because while I was harrowing out there, Prissy was rubbing her butt up against the corner pole there. And that pole was split a little bit. Well, it split all the way and the whole gate fell off. So I had no way. I usually, like when Dr. John or Derek comes, the farrier, I'll put one in the north pen, one in the south pen, because both of my horses always want to help. And I couldn't do that this time. So I put Prissy over here in the south pen, and I had Raven in the round pen. So that's how that worked on Tuesday. Jim was out, and I'll probably show you tomorrow. We'll go for a real walk. Jim got the whole south end of the big pasture down there fenced. And of course, when he was working on the wood poles up toward the east pen, the horses were there wanting to help. But couldn't lock them out because the gate fell down. And this last Thursday night, I laid down in bed, and all of a sudden it felt like there was a grapefruit, like right in between my rib cage, above my belly button. And I knew it was like indigestion. Once when I remember I was working at a bar in Willowbrook, Illinois, at a Holiday Inn. And I went under to go out into the guest area, and I hit my shoulder. And like 2 days later, and it was just weird how it happened because it really didn't hurt when I hit it. 2 days later, I was in excruciating pain. I went to the emergency room, and the x-ray showed a gas bubble, like the size of an orange, in my shoulder. It was really weird. So that's what I was thinking it was. Then I woke up Friday, and the gas bubble was kind of gone, but the whole top of my chest burned. And I was just so flippin' uncomfortable. Yesterday, it was my actual stomach that was burning. So I went to Walmart pharmacy, and I talked to the pharmacist, and I was going to buy like pills like Pepcid or Gaviscon, and she suggested I get the liquid. So I got the liquid and I took it in the car. I was in that much pain. and all day yesterday. And of course, I wake up this morning and I still have it. So I took some more medicine. And if it's like this tomorrow, I think I'm going to go to the ER and see what's going on. So that was my week. How was yours? It's a beautiful day today. It's hot, but it's a beautiful day. I have no idea what the temperature is. I want to say 80 already. But I am going to try to get some extension cords together and go out in that round pen with the weed whacker. I guess I could do a video. I won't go live, but I'll do a video. I have so much I want to put together. So instead of May, it's going to be like a May-June video of what's been happening on the ranch. But I got to get those other 2 aquariums get ready for the baby chicks. I really actually need one more, because I was planning on having one aquarium for each breed. Well, not each breed, but each guinea fowl color. I've got coral, lavender, and African white, or white African, or something like that. Because the baby chicks that are in the aquarium now, by next week, they'll be ready to go into the cage. They'll be able to go in there, so I got to clean that out. What else happened? I got to get in the south pen and harrow it because it's starting to turn a little green. But the girls have been in there munching on what they like. A lot of it they don't like. I bought some awesome fly spray that's like an aerosol. Instead of trying to pump it and get a cramp in my hand, I got to spray them today. And I still have not done this, which I'm going to do after we get off here. And Lindsay, the vet tech, said, instead of doing the Strongid on 4th of July, just wait till August. So I'll do that on my birthday, which is August 6th. So that'll be okay. Maybe I should wait till the end of August. And then they get the ivermectin the end of October, like around Halloween. If there is any ivermectin, because people are still buying ivermectin for horses without doing the research. Ivermectin for humans is totally different than ivermectin for horses. So please don't go to the feed store and buy ivermectin and take it. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a hawk up there. Unless it's an eagle, that is really big. Might be an eagle. I'll never forget that one 4th of July. It was either 4th of July or Memorial Day. I was in the hay room and I went coming out to come back, and I walk around the corner, and Lucky is like, he's got his tail up and he's making all the chicken hens go back into the coop. And I was wondering why, and all of a sudden this shadow, the shadow had to be 10 feet wide. I'm not exaggerating. Comes over me, and I look up, and it landed on the I can't say telephone pole because, that's what I grew up calling them. And I got called out on social media. It's a utility pole. But we got some pictures of it. It was so pretty. It did not get any of my chickens, thanks to Lucky. Last night on the camera, skunk is back. It came back one night, and then I hadn't seen it for 2 weeks. And now last night it was back again. So I guess I can get some bread and molasses like I did last time. I'm not going to buy a new tarp yet, but I'm just going to get a little one this time because Evan, who is running the Smuckin' Showdown, he's the one that came out to hunt for the mangy fox. And he said you're supposed to hold the tarp up in front of you and walk slowly toward the live trap and then slowly put the tarp down. He says he has never been sprayed yet. So we'll try that if I catch him. See what happens. I guess they can't climb, otherwise he would have climbed right up that door into that hole in the chicken coop and ate all the eggs. I don't know if skunks actually kill the chickens. I think they just want the eggs. I just don't want him around. That's all I need is for one of my horses to smell like skunk or one of the cats. Right before I came on, I fed Max. And he actually was like, I want to say, not even a foot from my hand while I was pouring the food into his bowl. So he's getting more trusting. I hope one day I can pet him. He seems to be a sweet boy. He always has dinner dates with Princess in the garage. He's so funny. And it's funny that Princess allows it. He'll just jump on. Jim has one of the benches from his van in the garage, and that Princess has taken it over. That's her spot in the summer. In the winter, she's in the heated bathroom. But her food bowl is up on that bench also. And I guess Max just jumps up there while she's laying there and eats her food, and she doesn't care. So I guess Max and Princess are now an item. I think they have been an item for a couple of years, honestly. And I think Max might be the reason that there was like 3 orange kittens in her last litter. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, and the grass grew so fast. So I cut it 2 Sundays ago, but I didn't get to weed whack because the rain came. So now I have 2 weeks of weed whacking to do. But my stomach is burning so bad. Maybe I'll just sit out here for a minute and breathe in some fresh air. Prissy is still knocking her food out onto the ground. Try to make it nice for him. Dr. John said they're both very healthy. I cannot find my weight tape. Maybe I'll run to Big R later today or tomorrow, and we can weigh the girls and see how much they weigh. I haven't done it in a long time. I did it for like the whole year, maybe a year and a half after Prissy was born. And I haven't done it like in 3 years. I want to tell Wade Raven, and she weighs 1,100 pounds because I haven't worked them in months. But all they get is Timothy, so, and some treats. They got watermelon, I heard twice last week from Jim. See, I just give them hay. Jim gives them the good stuff. See, and that one day that Raven was running back down the road when she got out, and I told Jim to just put his arms up in the air, and he did, and Raven stopped. And that's because she knew she didn't want to kill the watermelon man, because she wouldn't get any more watermelon. Oh, I know. Okay, so Thursday, I'm going to Colette's. This is what I forgot to tell you. I start the car. I get to the end of the driveway. I go to turn out on the road, and it smelled like something died in my car. And then my heart kind of stopped. I'm thinking, oh my God, I hope it's not one of the chickens or one of the cats. And then it kind of went away. So I'm thinking, well, maybe it was something outside. Well, the closer I got to Castle Rock, I'm thinking, this smell couldn't be this far. I mean, this is like a half-hour drive to Castle Rock. So the smell couldn't have been in Elizabeth and Castle Rock. So I pull into 7-Eleven, and I'm looking in my car thinking one of the chickens or one of the cats jumped in my car the night before, and I closed the door not realizing it, and they died. I can't find anything, but I can smell this. I mean, my eyes are burning at this point. And it smelled like sulfur, like a little different than sulfur, but it was a sulfur rotten egg kind of smell, like a dead cat. So I decided I'm going to open the hood. It scared me because I thought it wasn't even cold. So why would an animal crawl up in there to stay warm? You know, that happens in the winter. But I opened the hood, and oh my God, the smell. And I noticed that like a quarter of my car had spray on it. So then I'm thinking skunk, but it didn't smell like skunk at all. And I look, and it was from my battery. My battery is spraying acid everywhere. Oh my God, it smelled so bad, and no wonder my eyes were burning. So I took a picture, I sent it to Jim, and I called him, and I said, you think I can make it to Littleton, or should I sit here at 7-Eleven and call AAA? Well, he said, just go to Walmart and get a new battery, because I was just a couple miles from Walmart. So I went to Walmart. They said it would take an hour and a half. I said, yeah, I get that. I know why you say an hour and a half. That way I have to go in the store and I have to spend money I don't have. And the kid started laughing. And he says, yep, that's their plan. And it did not take an hour and a half. I don't even know if it took 45 minutes, but so I have a brand new battery in my car. That battery came with the car, and I bought the car in November of 23. So who knows how old that battery was. But a couple of weeks before that, I had left my tailgate open because I had my plants in there, my original plants that got killed by the first hailstorm. And the next day, Jim and I were going somewhere. Where were we going? I don't even remember. We ended up taking the van. Oh, I think we were going to get chicken feed, maybe. And we got in my car, and it wouldn't even make noise. It was totally dead. So that's when I called AAA, and he came out and jumped it, and he says, you're going to need a new battery. I said, yeah, I was planning on getting one before winter. So I got a new battery way before winter, and it was only $118 at Walmart instead of probably like $200 at a battery place or AAA. I remember I got one for Colette once through AAA at her house, and I think it was like $189. through AAA, and she has a Chevy Trax. So, but hopefully that's one thing I won't have to worry about for a while. Did anything else happen the last week and a half that I forgot to tell you about? Jim did end up going to the doctor for his sore shoulder, and he has torn ligaments, and he is having surgery the end of August, I think, to fix those. So I guess Jim is planning on living a long time because Colette's 93. And, you know, she says, if I have a cavity, I don't need it fixed. I'm 93. Well, I think Colette is going to live to be 100 or more. So we'll just see how bad that cavity gets. I don't like the dentist either. I think it's because I remember his name was Dr. Rock. R-O-C-K. And 55 years ago. But I'm only 27. Don't forget that. It was like, I can't even explain it. It's not like the sensitive drills they have today. This sucker felt like my father's, 3/8 inch drill bit. It was bad. And then you get silver fillings. And when you accidentally forget to take part of the aluminum foil off your stick of gum, you went through the roof. Do you see what all these kids nowadays are missing? Oh, what fun we had. But I just don't like the fact that I can't go to the dentist to get one thing done. They got to clean them. They got to take x-rays. They got to do this. They got to do that. And I just wanted the one thing done. I still haven't gone to the eye doctor. I got to wait to see what's going on with my stomach. It is really burning. I don't think it's a bleeding ulcer because there's no blood involved. I could be getting an ulcer. What a pretty Sunday. I hope all the fathers are barbecuing. I guess Jim's son JJ is he works a split shift. And in between shifts, he's going to take Jim out for something. I don't know. I guess I could, well, no, because Dally and the boys I guess I could do a Happy Father's Day to Max because, and maybe Smokey. I'm sure Smokey might have some kids out there. But I know Lucky, Dally, and Pumpkin do not have children yet. They might this Thursday. So we'll have to celebrate Father's Day for them next week. What else happened? I don't think anything. But I just wanted to come on and say I'm semi-alive. I miss coming on. And if you can't catch me live, catch me when you can't sleep. It's a good video to fall asleep to. I was watching one video the other day. I won't mention any names. But they were having fun. And all of a sudden one of them says, "We have to sign off. Lester just went on." And the other guy's like, "So?" And I agree. One person can't hog all the live time, and Lester comes on like 7 times a day, so Watch me when you can. Okay, if I think of anything else, I will let you know tonight. If it's not hailing tonight. Oh, good gravy. We had a little rainstorm come through yesterday too. And I forgot I was going to start out my lives with like, share, follow, subscribe. But I am going to work on the art all day today as much as I can with my stomach burning. And you have an awesome Sunday, especially if the weather is like this. I just want to be outside all day, even if I can't do anything. I'll just sit in my chair and suffer. Okay, you guys have an awesome day. Like, share, follow, subscribe, say hi in the comments, and we'll see you tonight.